Sunday. Check us out at 1760 North Vermont Avenue or call 323-665-4294.
There she is.
The beautiful Erin. Got her on camera.
The beautiful Erin. And by the way, if you want to see the beautiful Erin, the beautiful Bob, the handsome Bob.
Facebook?
No, our Ustream chat room.
I know that, but Facebook?
Yeah, we'll talk about Facebook.
Yeah.
You can get to our Ustream chat room at crntalk.com. Do that now.
Facebook?
And Facebook. Bob is like a Facebook nut now. He answers all your questions up there.
Gosh.
And your Facebook page got so big, you reached your quota, so you just did what today? You launched a fan page.
Yes. And you know something?
What?
What's a website?
Oh, stop it. You're up there all the time.
You know what they tried to do to me today? I just wanted you to know what they tried to do to our show. And let's get to Brian in Nashville. But before we do, they tried to get two guys in a row, two engineers, to call us because her father wasn't here. I said, nope, then it'll be best of Robert Conrad, but I'm not going to be here to talk with two guys, not even in the men's room. Hello.
Not even in the men's room. You're
Right.
tough. You're a tough customer.
Yeah, so.
All right, we going to Brian in Nashville?
Yeah, let's go to Nashville.
All right. Hey, Brian, welcome to the Robert Conrad Show.
Hello there, Mr. Conrad. How are you?
Hey, good. I want to say hi before we chat to Michael Higbee for his donation to A Head with Horses. I'll tell you what that is, Brian. A Head with Horses is kids that are challenged, and these people have been available to help them and teach them how to ride horses, and also they've donated their money to this charity. And
That's awesome.
I'm very pleased.
That's a wonderful charity.
Well, I'm very pleased that I can represent it. So now go ahead. We're in Nashville. Notice I said it right. Nashville, Tennessee.
We're in Nashville.
That's
anyway,
right.
Mr. Conrad, and if I may call you Bob.
Call me anything you like,
You've always
man.
been a hero of mine ever since I was 5 years old, and I saw you on the Wild Wild West, and then
Thank you.
many years later on Black Sheep.
Thank you.
So what I'd like to ask you, how did you get to meet Red West, and how did he become part of
our
the
show
stunt
and our
team?
thing, you know. Well, he was leaving EP for whatever reason. That's Elvis Presley, what I call him.
Right. He was
EP.
friends with Elvis.
Yeah, I actually met Elvis and Red on a football field, and oh gosh, he was brutal. And
I would hate to hit Red, I'm telling you.
Well, you know, I was. I mean, I don't know if it still stands, but I was given an award for my football prowess and given a scholarship out of grammar school. Hello.
Wow.
To play football at one of the top high schools in Chicago. So anyway, I know a little bit about the game, but this guy was murdering me, and I thought, gosh, I've never quit my life. But I got to get to that guy in back, and that guy was Elvis. I didn't know he was the quarterback. And then something happened with Red. He was injured, and he walked off the field. And I learned something from that, Brian. I learned never quit.
That's right.
And he left, and guess what? Elvis's little butt bounced off the turf.
You knocked him down.
Because the middle linebacker, 5-3, 2-1 defense, I was in the 3 in the middle, grabbed him.
Knock him down.
And said, Blue Moon of Kentucky, just to keep on shining. So what's on your mind, Brian? Is that what you want to know, how I met
several
him?
things.
That's how I met him initially, Brian. And then when he and Elvis weren't sort of together, he came by, and I put him in a small part in Hawaiian Eye. And then when I was fortunate enough to be given the role in the Wild West, and I decided that I wanted to surround myself with the same stuntmen every week, I chose Uncle Red to be one of them, and it was not a mistake. So what else, Brian? You're on.
Well, it was the little fellow named Whitey.
Whitey
and
Hughes.
I don't know the other guy's name, but
Whitey Hughes was a little
I used
fellow.
to want to be a stuntman, and I was plenty physical enough to do it, but I was too big a wimp to leave Nashville and come out there and go to stuntman school. So that's why I didn't become one. But
Well, I don't blame you. Whitey Hughes is also a Hall of Fame stuntman. He just passed away. I eulogized him, and he was absolutely one of the best. And he was about 5'6" and about 130 pounds. Boy,
and he was a pilot, right?
Yeah, and he could ride a horse too, brother. He could ride a horse. Yep, he was the all-around real deal. He was one of our choreographed. We planned.
Well, he did the scene where he played a mummy, or not a mummy, but he played the Civil War soldier in the episode with Peter Lawford and Sammy Davis Jr., I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
Good memory.
Where you had to fight him a couple of times in the scenes. But another thing, when you and Red did a scene in a bar room, and you were fighting in a ring, and the fight lasted for I don't know, 8-10 minutes. Seems like.
Ever.
Yeah.
It lasted too damn long. All right, get on. We got a show to do, Brian.
All right,
What else?
Brian.
Thank you.
Thank you for
All
the
right.
phone call. That
Hey,
was Brian calling from
Hey, Brian,
Nashville.
thanks for the. I hope I answered your question. I think I did. Let's.
I think you did.
Let's go to. I want to thank somebody first. I want to thank Bob Quigley. Sent me. I can't see it, Bob, because it's got to go on a. We don't have that equipment. What do you call that equipment? Then you should.
A DVD.
I know.
Okay.
That was a tease.
That was a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke.
I fell
All right,
for it.
anyway, thanks
It's a blonde.
well, I know I like it. Thanks for the DVD, and I can't run it, but I will, and I wanted to thank you for that. And then what I'd like to do, if we may, is go over to Virginia. But before that, I want to say, Sarah Margaret, I want to thank you for your donation for Ahead with Horses. Thank you. And I want to thank Diane Fox and Amanda. That's 3 women in a row. Gosh, what a lucky guy I am.
You are
Yes.
surrounded.
Thank you.
On all sides.
Yes, thank you. Now let's talk to Virginia.
Hey, John.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Jennifer. How are you all today?
We're good. We got
We are.
Mississippi coming in New Hampshire. What's up?
Hey, I had a question on one of the filming locations, the Wild Wild West, and we've talked about Vasquez Rocks before, but in one of the early episodes, there was a fort that was at Vasquez Rocks, and they tore it down later because it was a fire hazard. Do you recall if that fort was gone before the season ended?
No, it wasn't gone before the season
It was
ended.
still there then?
Yeah, it was still there.
Okay.
And I was probably still there in my motorhome.
Okay, I remember you said you used to stay there in your motorhome.
Having someone say,
Shacking up.
not
Yeah.
shacking up.
Not
How
like that.
dare you? Oh, my goodness. You know how these
Not
women
like
talk
that. Come on.
nowadays?
I just meant you were
I was
staying
not
there.
shacking up.
Camping.
Maybe I was. I don't know, but she was pretty. Anyway, what's up, John?
Okay, I just a piece of trivia here, Bob. I didn't know if you knew this, that there was a Wild Wild West before your show.
Oh.
What?
Did you know that?
What?
I'm serious.
What are you talking about?
Did,
All right.
did Will Smith star in that one, too?
No, no.
Hope not.
This goes back to 1921. It was a silent film starring Hoot Gibson, and it was called The Wild Wild West.
Wow, how about that?
It lasted 20 minutes.
Well,
But you can go on Wikipedia, and you can see that.
You stumped us.
Yeah, but Wikipedia still won't accommodate. They're still going to say my name's Fulkowski. They're still going to say I was born in 29. And I don't care about it now that I'm as old as I am. But the point is I just wanted it to be the truth. And I said 29. My fault, because I wanted to drive a truck. So I fibbed about my age, and I gave her $5, and she took it back in Chicago. You know how it goes. And then, not now, I know how honest everyone is, yes. And that's how I became old enough to drive a truck. And now I'm 81, hello. And my name is not Fulkowski. I love Polish people because my grandmother was one. Augustina Stutke.
Oh, Stutke.
Hey, John, thanks for the call, huh?
Hey, thanks for taking my call,
Thanks.
Hey,
Bob.
man, you're a regular. Come on, we know your voice. You can't kid us.
All right, that leaves one line open. 800-336-2225 is the number to call. 800-336-2225.
Come ahead, Mary, if you're listening. We miss you, Mary. Come on, girl.
Come on, we're waiting for you, Mary.
Right on.
We're coming back. Becky in Mississippi, you are up next. Stay tuned. We also have your emails, which you can send to rconrad@crni.net, and join us in our chat room. You can get there at crntalk.com.
Becky, Sue, and Pam, 3 ladies.
Always.
That's called triple trouble.
The triple threat.
Yeah, that's triple trouble.
And you're the prize,
Thank
sir.
you, right. Yeah, I am the prize.
You are the prize. It is the PM Show Weekend Edition with Robert Conrad on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Are you struggling with